Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Salute. Let me get right into this. Why are people so homophobic? Let me get right into this. I see a lot of like gay slurs being thrown out against a lot of other YouTubers that are gay or whatever case may be. And I wanted to know, like, do you think by bashing gay people that empowers you? Here's what I'm really thinking, y'all. This is what I'm really thinking. I'm thinking people want to be gay on the low and don't know how to send off their application. So I tagged some people that I think could possibly help them out. Because I'm like, there's nowhere in the world that you get, out of all the negative things you can say, the only thing you can think of where you must be gay. Like I listen to this, I listen to the people go after Kevin Samuels, I listen to the people go after this person, go after this person, and it's like, instead of just sticking to the facts, the only fact that remains, the only fact that they feel like is important is, well, you gay. That's the only slur they can come up with. I see a lot of people who go after Lil Nas X, which I think is interesting, right? They put the pressure on Lil Nas X, right? They go at his neck. They say everything or whatever case to be. He's ruining the kids. He's doing this. But they don't put no pressure on these rappers that womanize. They don't put no pressure on these females. It's like it's a hot girl summer. For some reason, it's like all onslaught on the gay community. And I'm just trying to figure out, is the gay community an easy target? Is it an easy target? You know what I'm saying? And I kind of, I was having this conversation with a friend of mine, and you know what I'm saying? And it's funny because this is the same conversation I had last year with a subscriber who was saying it's interesting that you heterosexual males only seem to find it okay to bash to bash the gay community when it's beneficial to you. And I had to sit back and I said, you know what? I did do that one-on-one with them, and I did understand where it was coming from or whatever. But now, for some reason, I don't know if it's just me, it seems like people are turned up now. People are really going in regards to the gay community. It's like, whether they're trans, whether they're lesbians, whether they're bisexual, whether they're gay, whatever it is. For some reason, that's the topic of conversation, but not black on black crime, not police brutality, not systematic racism, not the women that's being taken and missing and sold and sex trafficking, not the children that's being abused, not leveling up in reference to their credit, buying land and property, not getting their passport stamped. For some reason, the gay community is like the number one thing. So I'm starting to think, on the low, they must want to be gay. They must want to fill out the application, but don't know who to send it to. Don't know how much the posters cost. So I tag some people, and I'm hoping that these people can be like, www.blankblankblank.com. Call 1-800. You can get in, maybe. Because I'm just confused on this situation. I'm just like, why are so many people worried about what the gay people are doing? My thing is, whatever your sexuality is, man, salute to you. You do you. You be married. You be great. That don't have nothing to do with me. But the thought process is, I think secretly on the low, a lot of y'all bi-curious. Especially when I sit up and I see men that have these hour-long podcasts or vlogs about gay other men, and their whole thing is, let me talk about their sexuality. What does their sexuality and what they do in the bedroom have to do with you as a vlogger, have to do with you and what it is that you do on your channel? Nothing. You're gay bashing in hopes that other people that are homophobic, other people that don't understand what's going on, other people that don't want to hear what's going on, they come running to you for views and likes. And my thought process is, that's some weak ass shit. That's some weak ass shit. Us as men, especially heterosexual men, we have a lot more things to talk about than what gay men are doing. That has nothing to do with me. Salute. I appreciate that. Thank you for the donation. Salute. Uppity, I see you. BBTV, I see you. We have nothing to do with that. Uncle Stu, I appreciate you. We have nothing to do with that. I mean, it's great to want to break down and figure out when it happened and do all this. But my thought process is, don't we have much more to talk about? And it seems to me that when men, for some reason, they use these slurs, like when they don't agree with you, you gay. If you get your nails and your feet done, you're gay. If you for some reason you wear your hair a certain type of way, hell, you wear your beard a certain type of way, oh, you must be gay. I don't want you sitting in the bushes for this one. Don't sit in the bushes. Come join the conversation. I'm not going to be long, I swear. But I'm so tired of seeing heterosexual men or the straight community attack the gay community as if that's what we need to be worried about. We need to be worried about the heterosexual shit. We need to be worried about these heterosexual men touching these children. These heterosexual women touching these children. We need to be worried about racism. We need to be worried about having the tough conversation. Why is being gay a part of the tough conversation? For who? Not for me. Why is it for you? Why do you have heterosexual men who lead the way in talking about gay? Well, if you ain't gay, why are you worried about gay? If you're not homophobic, why are you so worried about pointing out who you think is gay? Why do you care? Why is it such a big thing? Somebody don't agree with you, they must be gay. Somebody walk a certain way, they must be gay. If they speak a certain type of way, they must be gay. If they live in this neighborhood, if they drive this car, hell, I didn't even see people, oh, if you wear bright colors, you must be gay. If you wear a suit that fits, you must be gay. Like it's everything in their mama to point out and say, well, let me point at you and look at you. And my thing about it is, who is putting you under a microscope? Who is holding you accountable? Who is saying what you doing in your bedroom? Should you be put under attack for what you love to do? Your sexuality. Should you be put under attack for who you are? And I constantly feel like a lot of these content creators and people in general put people under attack for what it is that their sexuality exudes. The question is, why are you so afraid? If it has nothing to do with you and that's not your cup of tea, you know what I'm saying? And like myself, you're heterosexual and you're like, okay, hey, I like women. You know what I'm saying? I'm not concerned what this fella is doing right here. Hey, that's on you. You do you, bro. Keep it moving. But I just see guys that say, I'm heterosexual, I'm tough, I'm alpha, I'm high value, I'm a mega man, an omega man, I'm a man's man. And it's like, instead of, we're all the females over here, but they like this. They checking the scene over there. They like, what the hell going on over there? What they doing over there? They look like they having, they look like they having fun over there. I'm like, bro, but the girls over here. Yeah, I know, but look at the gay people. Look what they doing. Bro, if you want to go over there, go ahead over there. Cause I'm just gonna tell her that you ain't feeling the girls and you want to go over there. I'm just saying. Up in here, I appreciate that. Lisa D, I see you. Shannon B, I see you. My thought process, it just seems to me, it's very odd that men who say they're heterosexual, men who say they like women, men who say, hey, I'm not worrying about what nobody else do, you always, for some reason, pointing out what gay people do. You always, for some reason, worried about what they doing over there. And my thought process is, do you secretly want to be gay? Do you not know how to get into the club? So I'm trying to help people out right now. I'm trying to bring some people that I've seen that says, hey, I've come out. I'm proud to be. I'm happy. I'm proud. I'm gay. Okay, cool. Let me pull you over here. Hey, fellas, this way you can go right here. This is the number you can call. This is the website you can go to. This is the channel you can go to so you can join the party. Because you're watching from the bushes. Like, it's a lot of people right now kind of watching from the bushes. It's like, I just want him to put out the information so I know where to go. Well, I don't know the information. I just ask somebody else so they can give y'all the information. All right. Do you, but don't push it on others and expect special treatment. You know what? That is definitely another level to the conversation. You know, your sexuality is your sexuality, and you definitely should promote your sexuality in a private manner. Now, when you come public, I can understand people not feeling comfortable with certain things. They're not accustomed to certain things. But really, this conversation is about why promote the gay bashing. It's like, I'm going to bash you just because you're gay. I'm going to bash you just because you're a part of that community. I'm going to say something disrespectful and degrading, and I'm going to act like I'm better than you because your sexuality is different than mine. And I think that's the problem. Because you're not gay, it doesn't make you better than a person that's gay, right? Because you feel like, well, I'm not attracted to my gender, right? So that makes me, better. Man, I just came back from the gym, y'all. You can see the little beads on my head. Little beads. Matter of fact, let me get my towel real quick. Hot. I just thought it was weird. I seen a couple YouTubers and their topics was like gay this, gay that, gay this, gay this, and it was all heterosexual YouTubers, and I'm just like, what? But then when you click it, because I'm thinking it's about to be, I'm thinking it's about to get, what I'm saying, like they about to, have this conversation of talking about gay bashing, stopping it, etc. But it was really like, we're going to just drag Lil Nas X. We're going to drag anybody who's promoting anything that was gay on publicly. And my thought process, it just seems to me like, okay, now it looks like y'all picking at people. Now it looks like y'all have an issue with people because they are different than you. Well, what's the difference between you and the KKK? You and neo-Nazis, you and hell, Black Panthers. What's the difference between what you're doing and what they're doing? Sexuality, color, race, creed, poverty. As long as we keep on trying to divide ourselves, we'll never come together. Salute, Lisa D. I'm glad you stopped by. Brian says it's jealousy because they can't say they're black and proud without receiving hate from their skin and the gay people who are out and proud. You know what I'm going to tell you right now? It's a lot of people who are envious of the gay community. When you think about the gay community, it's a melting pot. It's a melting pot. It's all types of races, colors, and creeds or whatever. And I always thought, like, what is the thing that binds them together? What is the thing that above all else, regardless of the odds, regardless of how many people are standing in front of them, what says I am gay and I'm proud? What does that? What does that? Shannon says, so how does someone know you're gay unless you tell them? Well, see, this is what this is about. This is what this is about. I appreciate y'all hitting that like button. Thank you. And thank you for the donation. Salute. But this is what this is about. How do you know someone's gay unless they tell you? That this is what this is about. People not even telling them. They're just saying, oh, you must be gay because of this. Because I'm ignorant to what gay is, so I just assume you're gay because you're wearing bright colors. I assume you're gay because you get your hands and your feet done. I assume you gay because you talk this way or you have these mannerisms. I assume you gay because you only have females around you. I assume you gay because you sit certain types of ways or you have a certain speech. This is the problem. Why are you concerned about someone else's sexuality? That's what this is about. If you live in your best life and you doing the things that you're supposed to do, and here's the thing. If someone is gay, let's just say a male. If a male is gay, that means he's focusing on other men. That leaves you plenty of women. Why would you care what he's doing over there when you got women right here? And this is the crazy part, because these same content creators would have women in the chat room, but they're so focused on talking about Lil Nas X. Now, of course, I don't agree with the whole faking pregnancy and all of that other stuff or whatever. And there are certain things that I've spoken on in the past, but to me, it's just a bashing session. Shut up and react, salute. It's just a bashing session. It's just a point the finger and saying that I'm better than you because I'm heterosexual. I'm better than you because I don't choose what it is that you choose. And really, at the end of the day, man, you can't knock people for what it is that they like or what they're into. As long as these adults ain't messing with no kids, hey, it is what it is. Salute to you. You know, you do you. Uppity says the gay community is notorious anti-black. I am from Seattle, where 20 was San Francisco for being a gay capital of America. I wouldn't say they're all united. I also lived in Seattle, Tacoma, Washington, to be exact. And I used to go to Seattle a lot, know about the Space Needle and all that great stuff, or whatever case may be. Portland, you know what I'm saying, going up to Canada. So here's my thought process. It's all hot air, salute. Maybe you guys can help me out because there's a lot of content creators in here or whatever. And when I talk about united, I'm saying promote a general happiness, promote a general likeness. I don't see gay people killing one another. Might be happening, but it may be happening on a small scale, a very small scale. I see more mixture. I see more togetherness. I see more unified movement. Now, are there people that are rogue? Are there are issues where people kind of separate? Yeah, tempers fly. We all understand that or whatever. I'm just saying, to me, from the outside looking in, it looks way better than a lot of other communities. Now, if we want to say, okay, let's talk about the gay community versus the black community. Well, the thought process is, you know, I think, and I've said this before, I think we all want our children to grow up in a safe and healthy environment. And healthy is developing their mind without being tailored to worry about things that they shouldn't be worried about. We don't want our kids to be worrying about sexuality, especially at a young age. I don't think anybody wants to say at 5 years old we want to talk to our kids about being gay. I don't know anybody says, yeah, I want that conversation. That's what I want. Never met anybody like that. But it could be some people out there like that. The thought process is we want our children to grow up healthy and safe. We want to have healthy thought processes, healthy conversation, and we want to put our kids in the safest environments. We want to give our kids the best. Some want to say, hey, I want to give my kids better than what I had. I want to put my kids in better positions. The issue is some of us have gay friends. So the thought process is, do we bring our gay friends around our children? I want to ask you guys that. Do you bring Big E? I see you. I'm actually going to be checking out the comments here in 1 minute because I want to get y'all thoughts. Do you think it's okay to bring your gay friends around your children? And does it matter if it's a male gay, a female gay person, or a transgender? Y'all let me know in the comments. I'm gonna wait for you guys to answer. Okay, let me grab something real quick. Uppity says the gay community in Seattle put the word lesbian in school books of kindergartens. In a description about Ellen DeGeneres, parents could only explain it when kids act as women, sexing women. Okay. And again, I totally understand that. A lot of people saying, you know, I don't want my children exposed to something, one, that I'm going to feel uncomfortable explaining. You know what I'm saying? Big E says, if y'all think gay men don't turn up, and it's the media portrayal that has y'all misled. Yeah, okay. Uppity says, if they would have said it's women loving women, then mom is gay for loving her mom, her aunt, her daughter, etc. Here's the thought process. At what age do you think it's appropriate to talk to your children about being gay? What age? What age do you think, would suffice a conversation? It's all hot air says, I think it's okay. My brother is gay and he lives with me and my children and he lived with me and my children for a couple years. Um, that is a good question because here's the thought process. We like to say, well, statistics like to say that women or females mature faster than males. So is it a different age that you talk to your children about being gay based on the gender? People, depending on how much responsibilities and duties they have, they mature at a faster age. So I think that's on the parent using good judgment. I think that's on the parent deciding to say, okay, hey, I do have a friend that happens to be gay and I'm going to be bringing them over and I just want to explain some things with you or whatever case may be. I think it's important for you to explain to your children about the gay community. Because I think that if you don't, that your children will be introduced to the gay community at some point and you won't be around to give your input. And by the time you start giving your input, I'm not going to say they're going to just be automatically swept away. That's not what I want to say. But I'm just going to say that I think it's important for you to introduce your kids to the conversation versus someone else doing it. Because here's the thing, mom and dad is going to be like, especially if they feel uncomfortable. Especially if they feel uncomfortable with the conversation, they're gonna be kind of like, the gay community. It's gonna be strenuous. It's gonna be kind of edgy. You see what I'm saying? It's probably not gonna be fun. Now, here's the thought process. What happens when someone articulates exposing your child to something better than you? Lovely, thank you very much. My son, 14, and yeah, we have this conversation on a major level. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. It's 14 too late. It's 14 too late. 14, we talking about what? We leaning towards high school now? We talking about middle school now. You see what I'm saying? I'm saying it's 14 too late. We know by the time we get to ninth grade, there's some people pregnant already. So it's 14 too late. My nephew called me bisexual for hugging my sister. I'd whooped his ass. Your nephew would have got an ass whooping. Your nephew would have got an ass whooping, ma'am. Your nephew would have got his ass whooped. He was thrust into the LGBTQ community by his mom, and her other two don't make the connection. She's with the man now. You know what's so interesting? That's a good point. Do we force our kids into the LGBTQ community? I'm gonna say the alphabet community. I don't get no too many tongue twisters. I'm just saying, do we force our kids like, okay, my friends are gay, so I'm gonna automatically bring my kids into the community as well. Like I'm gonna automatically bring their friends who are gay. I'm gonna take them to the gay parade. We gonna wear we love. To me, that's another conversation because I don't have anybody live on the panel right now. But I think this is a conversation that I definitely want to get into. But I really wanted to know, why is it so many people gay bashing? Why, if you're straight, why do you care so much about what gay people are doing? Now, of course, if they're doing it publicly, if they're doing something that you feel is going to put your child in harm's way, alter your child's thought process, of course you're gonna have to say something. But it's people that don't even have kids, like, I don't like it because it's ruining our kids. And he's like, oh, how many kids you got? Oh, I ain't got no kids, but so it ain't ruining your kids. It ain't ruining your kids. Okay, I get it. Yeah, I understand. But somebody has said, hey man, you guys do a great job as heterosexuals bashing gay people. And I was like, well, I definitely can't jump on that wave and say, yeah, okay, yeah, that's me. But I definitely can understand, especially after the day I'm looking, it's like everybody's like, my thought process is, if you have a YouTube or a content creator, no matter what platform you're on, right? And you start to talk about a certain topic, I don't think in the comments the main thing should be like gay. Let me hear your message. Let me understand where you're coming from. Let me listen to what it is that you're speaking about. And I just think that we focus so much on people's sexuality instead of listening to the message. The message has nothing to do with the person being gay unless the message is about being gay. BBTV experience says the sudden force feeding isn't a good idea, especially when this community has always existed. Okay. I will say that there are a lot of things, especially in media, all types of media, and as Uppity said, in schools as well, that are influencing and also exposing children to the gay community. And I think, I'm gonna be honest with you all, it really falls down to the parents talking to their children and explaining certain things. This is something that cannot be ignored. But if you're one of those children, or I'm sorry, if you're one of those parents that is scared to have the conversation, refuse to have the conversation. See, some people think, especially parents, you think that you can bash your children into submission. You think if you just point your finger, roll your eyes, snap your neck, curse a lot, yell a lot, that will conform your child. That will make your child submissive to whatever it is that you think. And it don't work like that. Especially not in today's time. You understand what I'm saying? Your children will try you. If they don't try you in front of you, they'll try around you, try over you, they'll try under you, they'll try beneath. They'll try you. And if you're not smart enough, there will be someone that says, you know what, to your face, well, I think you're homophobic, Mom. I think you're homophobic, Dad. Now, you may smack their teeth out. You may upper smack them, right? Or you might do that. I'm just saying. Man, I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, YouTube Conversations. Thank you very much. All right, we getting there. I think we doing some great stuff. But I just really wanted to find out gay community. It's like gay communities gotta go. So I have four daughters, right? And the odds of one of them being gay is highly likely. It's highly likely. Will I not love my child because she's gay? There's no question that I will continue to love her. That's definitely a fact. What if she decides to marry a woman? What if she decides to marry a transgender? What will my response be? My thought process is these are conversations that I feel like should be happening at appropriate times. And I'm gonna be honest with you, some of these conversations have already started, based on the ages of my children. But I think what's most important is that we don't get too into the mode of our community is better than your community. Because a lot of these people, I say for a lot of things, right? Some people say people are born gay. It's in their DNA, right? Being a sexual assault correspondent in the military, right? When I was in the military, of course I'm retired, but I've seen people with traumas in regards to a family member abusing them coming up or whatever that altered their healthy environment. This goes for men and women. That altered their healthy environment, that made them hypersexual, that made them shy away from people, that made them not respect women, that not respect men, not respect authority, always feeling vulnerable, always feeling angry, always feeling like someone's trying to take something from them, not really having love for their children, or not really protecting their children, or having children and kind of like don't know how to interact with them. So I've seen a lot of stuff. And that's why I always talk about a safe and healthy environment. I think that, to me, across the board, for average people, that is important to to us. And I think that if you are heterosexual and you go into that principle that you want a safe and healthy environment, people like Little Nas X scare you. Thank you. I appreciate y'all hitting that like button. People like Little Nas X would scare you. If you're saying, I want my child to be in a safe and healthy environment, safe programs on TV, safe music. Hey, we go to church. Hey, I want you to go to school. I want your friend. I want everything to be safe and balanced. Safe and heterosexual. So when someone throws a ripple in the water and creates waves, a lot of us don't know how to handle that. Like, well, wait, what you mean? What you mean you bisexual? What you mean you was born a girl and you want to be a boy? What you mean you was born a boy and you want to be a girl? Wait, hold on, wait, that's too much. But if we never talk about it, guess what happens? People pack it away, they pack it away. And you know when they pack it away, what happens when it actually comes out? It comes out in anger, comes out in frustration, comes out in it lacks common sense, and it comes out as hatred. Because you don't understand it. People don't understand things, they normally shy away from it. And then when they have to address it, because they don't understand it, because they're ignorant to what's going on, what they do is they attack it. So they're going to curse it out. They're going to point the finger. They're going to deflect. They're not going to say, I don't understand. Can you teach me? Can you kind of show me what's going on? They're going to attack it. Anything that's different, people are going to attack. Big E says, are you watching those trans women in MMA sports whipping the actual biological? I heard a lot about that. I was actually watching a program and people were saying, was that fair that trans women could be in the actual biological women's arena? I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't want to see one of my daughters doing an event where she's going up against a guy who now is a female. I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want that. Can you imagine that? Suppose it was like female boxing or something. Jesus Christ. She going up against somebody who used to be Mike Tyson. Babe, back up, babe. Daddy in it. Tag me. Put me in it. Tag. I know. Put the pink helmet. Put the helmet on, Dad. Put my mouth. I know it's pink. Come on. You want to fight? You want to fight? Hit me, mother. You gonna hit my baby like that? I'm just saying, you gonna hit my baby like that? Yeah. I mean, that's. I mean, those are, of course, those are other conversations or whatever case it be. But I mean, I just feel like we don't have enough understanding, and I hope that, especially for the people that I tagged in this conversation right here, I hope they care to explain what their community is all about. What it is that they want to happen in their community. Because I think having an understanding for that community will basically provide understanding for the heterosexual community. Because of course, when you're not a part of something, you on the outside looking in, you like, what's going on over there? I don't like that shit. I'm about to report that shit. I'm about to report their ass. They too loud over there. Why they so happy? What they smiling about? God damn it. Are they them ribs? Them ribs. Oh shit, I'm about to walk over. I'm about to grab a rib. Hey, cuz. Let me get a rib. I'm just saying. Let me get a rib. But I get it. It's some people. I see you, uppity. It is some people who feel a certain type of way. And I just feel like, man, we need to do our best not to promote hatred. Some people don't feel like the gay community should exist. Some people just are nervous and don't understand gay people. Some people don't like flamboyant people. I know gay people who don't like flamboyant people, like flamboyant gay people. I was like, how you don't like? That's me being ignorant. That was me being ignorant. I was like, how do you don't like? It's like, let me explain something. I can't do my. I don't think I don't know if he had a cough drop. I was like, how gay people don't like gay people? Like, what the fuck? I didn't know that. But yeah, I mean, I guess you it's crazy. It'll be mad similarities, but it'll, of course, it'll be that line right there that, you know what I'm saying, you don't cross. And I get it. I get it. In a homeless shelter, my friend worked at a biological woman's, was the R word by a trans woman for stealing their wallet. She screamed for hours. Oh, Lord. I shouldn't have read that out loud. See, that's why I hate reading the comments. I need to get a censor for do not read this comment out loud. They're at war with themselves. It's old versus new school. I heard that before, and I don't know if this is what you're talking about. But see, here's the thing. I know that for a fact, in reference to the friends that I have that are a part of that community, it seems like their emotions is always on a roller coaster. It seems like their emotions are always like they're really high or they're really low. It's very seldom that you find somebody that's balanced. I think at the older, of course, the more mature you get, you get balanced out. But I just see a lot of people who kind of like really high or really low. You see what I'm saying? And I think that this is what you got to understand when you bring somebody around and they're really high, like your children. Let's say your children, they're a high gay person, and I'm not talking about high of drugs. I'm just saying personality-wise, right? A high gay person is like the Easter Bunny, Santa Claus, Frosty the Snowman, goddammit. Bring them around an impressionable child. Stay with me. Stay with me. I want you to bring them around an impressionable child. Now, you as the parent, you boring. God, I done hurt somebody's feelings. I'm about to piss somebody off. You as the parent, you're boring. Right? Your idea of a good time is watching Lifetime and eating popcorn. Your kid don't like that. They don't like, they want to be, hey, bitch, let's go to the club. Let's turn up. Let's drink. Right? So that gay person that you bring around is all energetic. They on 10. They lit. They outside. So your kid is now like, yo, who's your friend, mom? Who's your friend, dad? It's like, oh, is that what it means to be gay? See what I just did? Is that what it means to be gay? As a heterosexual, we don't know. We don't know. But we do know that children are influenced by outside entities. 9 times out of 10, outside entities like celebrities, or like anybody that's larger than life. That's why you have drug dealers and pimps. They seem larger than life. Hell, you got some hoes that's larger than life. You got people who sit back and like, wow, look at that. I want to be a part of that. I want to find out more about that. You got people that smoke weed all the time. It's like, oh, wow. Is that how weed make you feel? You got people that drink all the time. Is that how drinking makes you feel? Wow. Wow. Oh, is that how sex is? So you got these impressionable children that's looking, and it's not, here's the thing. It's not that children are wicked. It's that they are impressed. They're curious. So if you don't feel that curiosity with something positive, if you don't feel that curiosity with positive conversation, they're going to find someone else. They're not going to put up a billboard. They're not going to send a text message. Finding someone else, that means they're being exposed to stuff that they never was exposed to, and nobody's around to explain anything. So the person that's exposing them to got them. Yeah, go ahead and take this. Go ahead and sip that. Go ahead and smoke that. Go ahead and get in this position. Go ahead and come over here to this party. Then you wonder how you lost your child. Then you wonder how you lost your child. How did this man get close to my daughter? How did this woman get close to my son? You wonder how you lost your kid. I didn't know she was strung out on drugs. I didn't know he was having sex. All I know is a female in front of me who's 6 months pregnant, and my son is saying, well, Mom, I was watching Pornhub because, you and Dad was watching Pornhub, and y'all left the TV on one night, and I just sat here. Been watching it ever since. I'll be honest with you. If I had a son, I'd be like, well, so who's your favorite actor? I'm sorry. I'm just saying. I'd be like, who's your favorite? I'm just saying, I just want to know if we got the same taste. Just saying. I'm just messing with y'all. I'm just playing. I wouldn't do that. If he was over 20, I probably would. Just saying, I probably would. I'm saying. But yeah, I just see a lot of gay bashing, man. And I'm just saying, man, y'all stop that. I'm saying stop the bashing, period. You know what I'm saying? Big E is right. He says tough love, social media is what's raising kids. What you think? Shut up, tough love. Shut your mouth, tough love. How dare you think that? I think it was sexual assault for the trans woman. Uppity, I'm gonna stop reading all your comments, Uppity. Uppity is out of control, y'all. I'm gonna stop reading all of Uppity's comments. Somebody just text me what Uppity said, just in a brief synopsis. I don't want to read anything that Uppity says out loud, because Uppity will have this channel blocked. Have me saying all of the words I ain't supposed to say. I gotta abbreviate words and stuff. I gotta make up abbreviations. I'm just saying. But who is it? Shout out to Conscious TV, ArmonWiggins, Sean D. Wavy, Storm and Rowe. You know, these are all people. I don't think Storm and Rowe said he was gay, but I don't know. It's another conversation. But I'm just saying, shout out to all of the men and women who came forward and say, hey, I'm a part of the alphabet community and I'm proud of it and I'm doing my thing. Salute to y'all. I just don't feel like people should be bashing people on some just because shit. Like, if you got a real problem with someone, then have that problem with that man, have that problem with that woman. But 45, I see you. But don't just attack someone because they don't do the same thing sexually that you do. And I can understand as a heterosexual, and this is me speaking from my point of view, I can understand that you want your children to grow up in a healthy and safe environment, and you don't want to have to explain things that you don't know. You know? You don't want to have to be put on a hot seat like, well, explain it to me. And if you can't explain it to me, you automatically going to turn me to the dark side. Like, I don't want parents thinking that. And I think a lot of parents think that, well, I don't want to talk about it because I can't explain it. And if I can't explain it, that's automatically going to push my kids to somebody else. Well, what you do is, ladies and gentlemen, you find someone that can explain it. You have the tough conversation with your friends, with your family members, hell, with somebody that you trust to give a fair and impartial assessment, at least a conversation, to be able to introduce your child to that conversation. Because you would rather, stay with me, come here, take this, take a little bit, get a sip. It's going to be a hard pill to swallow. Okay. You would rather your child have the conversation with somebody that you trust versus somebody that you don't trust. Because the person that you trust, hopefully they're going to stay in the scope of just giving them information so they have an understanding. But the person you don't trust, they're going to give them information to entice them. This is not just for the alphabet community. This is for drugs. This is for the streets. This is for alcohol. This is for sex. They're going to give them information to entice them. So you need to give them the information to say, yeah, okay, yeah, my mom and dad already told me about that, but I appreciate you telling me that. If we ain't doing nothing else over here at the Tough Love channel, we are definitely exercising perspective and good damn common sense. Ladies and gentlemen, stop bashing people. Stop bashing people. Let people live their best life. Hopefully their best life doesn't impede on your best life. All right? Sexy Slim, I see you. Hopefully it doesn't impede on your life. But I really think that we need to take the opportunity to get to know people, to understand people, and stop trying to listen. Should I say it? Should I go ahead and say it? Should I go ahead and say it? Okay. Stop listening to respond. As soon as a person starts talking, you don't let them get the whole thing out. Yeah, la, da, 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 da. Stop listening to respond. Listen to comprehend. Okay, go ahead and talk. Now, I'm not saying get a whole hour worth of comment. No. If you ask somebody a question, they should be able to respond. But don't just say, I'm going to chastise you. Nobody wants to feel like you're talking to a kid. Nobody wants to feel like they're being treated like a kid. Talk to me like an adult. You want to have a conversation? Let's do that. Queen Mercy, what's going on? Stop listening just to respond. And I see that especially between men and women. Like, it's just like the second somebody says something, case in point. Well, you know, black women. Let me tell you something. You don't talk about black women. You son of a... Well, black men. You don't tell me nothing about no black men. I felt like a slave. You don't tell me. You don't tell me nothing about no black. It's like as soon as they say something, they get the first phrase out, and you say all. You just come with the Thor of hammer, like the thunder of Thor coming out. Like, it's like, calm down, player. Huh? Listening to react. No, I'm saying listen to respond. Like you listen, right? Just for a couple words, okay? And you act like those words are trigger words. You act like what you just heard gives you a pass to act an ass. If you say something about black men, oh no, now I must disrespect you. If you say something about black women, now I must disrespect you. If you say something about the gay community, now I must disrespect you. You ain't even hear what they had to say. I literally was listening to a conversation last night where the guy had to tell the female, I just said that, but for some reason you didn't hear me because you were so quick to reply. And I had to sit back and was like, he right. I see it all the time between men and women. I see both men and women do it. It's like the second someone starts to talk, automatically you jump on the defensive. Automatically you jump on the defensive and you never get the conversation to a happy medium. But you saying the same things. We want respect. We want people to hear us out. We want people to take charge. We want people to be teammates. We want people to be partners. We want to love each other and understand it. It's like, But you know what? What these same people involved in the conversation, what they don't want to do, they don't want to humble themselves to listen. They don't want to respectfully disagree with each other. Everything has to be a negative notation. Everything needs to be like a negative response. Everything needs to be, if you point the finger at me, let me find some people to help point the finger at you. Because y'all know people can't stand on their own. So they need somebody else around them. Hey, y'all, anybody don't like black women? Come over here. Anybody don't like black men? Come over here. Anybody that don't like the gay community? Come over here. That's what they do. A lot of people can't hate you on their own. And then when you listen to what their gripes, concerns, and complaints are, a lot of it is frivolous. A lot of it is because they're ignorant to the facts. A lot of it is because somebody from that community, that gender, that race, did something they didn't like, so now they're taking it out on everybody. Man, come on. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Bridget, you know what I'm talking about. Stop bashing people. Start having the tough conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, me, I'm Mario J. This is Tough Love. Until next time, I normally say adult up. But I'm going to say respectfully, first week of the new year, stop bashing people. Salute. Peace.